All right. So, wanted to say thanks everybody, all the subscribers, for getting us up to 20,000 subscribers. It is absolutely crazy. I never ever thought that the channel was going to go off like this, and it is absolutely awesome. So thanks to everybody. But I wanted to touch a couple things. This is going to be a little bit different video, no driving in this one. I've heard a lot of guys are inspired by me. You guys are going to get your CDLs. You guys want to become truck drivers. That is awesome. Congratulations. I think that is the coolest thing in the world. But I wanted to touch base with you and really let you guys know, cut and dry, because I don't want you guys to go out there expecting to get in a truck and to do the things that I do and expect, you know, a little bit too high and get let down and, you know, lose your drive to do it, because that's exactly what happened to me. I thought I was going to get out on the road and it was going to be a great time all the time and it was just going to be wild, you know? And it's not like that. Once you guys get out of CDL school, you're going to get with a starter company unless you know somebody and you get a job where you already know the people that work there. I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to suck. You're going to ride with someone that you don't want to ride with for longer than you want to ride with them, and you're going to get screwed around. You're going to run into some dirty people. You're going to run into some bad attitudes. You're going to run into a lot of stuff. My first year and a half was horrible. It got to the point there was sometimes I was starving. I didn't have food. You can't clean your clothes. You can hardly sleep because some reason you're in a truck that's just not that comfortable. I mean, all kinds of things. And it's going to be rough. You're going to go to shippers where they're complete just butts. I knew someone was going to come in and ruin this.
What are you doing?
No, doing a video. Oh, I'm sure. Anyway, so you guys, you're going to have a bad time at some point. I mean, you're going to run into, I don't know what I was saying because I got interrupted there. You're going to run into shippers that have bad attitudes. They're not going to unload you. I've got stuck at places for 34 hours before trying to get loaded, but my appointment was like at a set time, 34 hours after that. And then I got there early and everything. So, I mean, it is going to be an absolute battle until you guys find what you want. And the absolute only reason that I am in this truck and at this job and doing as well as I am right now is because of my damn good friend, Jerry. The guy that drives the red truck that you guys have seen, the one that's in the intro, side by side me with the lights. I was driving for Trans Am at the time, and I pulled into a TA and I seen his truck, and I was like, oh my God, that thing is gorgeous. I was laying on the ground, on my stomach, in a truck stop parking lot with my phone out, taking pictures of his truck. He walked up behind me and kicked me in the ass and said, hey kid, what the hell are you doing? And me being scared as hell, because this dude's covered in tattoos and looks like he could kill me, you know, freaked out, and he ended up being really cool. He let me see the inside of the truck, and it was just crazy. And we split ways. About 2 months later, I was running, and I see this Peterbilt coming up behind me. Big old pipes on it, red, and I'm like, I think that's that guy I met. I jumped on the radio, I started talking to him, and we ended up both staying at the 201 there in Georgia, south of Atlanta. And we both parked next to each other. We went in, we had some dinner and stuff and hung out, and ended up, he gave me his number. And I talked to him for probably a year on the phone, going through different companies and getting different trucks and trying to buy trucks, trying to buy a Peterbilt, trying to do this, trying to do that. At one point, a girl that I was with for a long time left me, and then I was mentally completely unstable for that, which is leading me into another whole section of this. And it was just, and then her dad died, which was the one that inspired me to actually become a truck driver, because he was a truck driver back when everything was, you know, the good old days. And it's just like, I got lucky. I got lucky. It's the only reason why I'm here, is because I got lucky and I talk a lot. I talked to every driver I could, getting as much information as I could, trying to figure out what road to take for me. And I knew what I wanted was to be in a black Peterbilt, manual. I wanted a long truck. I wanted to, you know, be King Tut on the totem pole and looking like Billy Bob Badass running down the highway. And I had a 379 before I got here. I had 1.5 million miles as another company's truck, and I love that thing to death. But I mean, she wasn't nothing to brag about, but I bragged about it. We did the same thing, kept her clean and all that, but she needed a lot of work. And then the situation happened, and I ended up to the point where I was so mentally unstable, I hated my life. I didn't like driving. And when your mind is messed up, you can't drive a truck. Like if you're having problems at home, which you're gonna have problems at home once you become a truck driver and you've never been away, especially if you got a wife and kids and everything, everything's gonna be okay at first. They're gonna say, yeah, it's fine, I can go without you, we're gonna be good. It's not gonna be. You gotta have a very, very strong woman in your life to cope with you never being it, because she's now got to be the man and the wife in the relationship. And I don't know about that from personal experience, but from people that's told me about it. So I wanted to share that with you guys before you jump and make the move and get the loan or pay all that money out and get your CDL and hit the road and thinking it's going to be kosher. Because I said this in the first video I put up, that your life is going to change. It's not the same anymore. I don't have a home life. I go home, I feel out of place. I don't even like staying at my own house with my grandma and stuff like that. Well, I love her. I like being there with her, but it's weird if you understand what I'm saying. And it's like, I can't even sleep in my own bed when I go home. It feels weird to me. That's my home. I'm in that all the time. All the time. You're in that truck more than you are anywhere else in your life when you're driving. Unless you get a gig where you work for a week and you go home for the weekend. You can find that, but most places want you to have 2 years over the road. And those 2 years are going to be tough, man. I tell you. Girl, guy, it's going to be tough. And you guys, I just want you to know that and understand that before you jump and go into it and expect something and it's not what you expected and you guys get let down and then not want to do it. Because I found like a lot of you guys are, going to get your CDL just because of what you've watched me do. And don't get me wrong, even when I was at Trans Am, I had a great time because I'm young, I'm a little bit wild. That's why the name of the truck's High Strung. On the channel, I try to calm down, I try to slow down talking, and give you guys more of a relaxed experience. But off this camera, I am one squirrely son of a gun. I drink Red Bull, I'm wired all the time. All my buddies call me a cartoon character, it's crazy. So I just wanted you guys to understand that, and I felt like I needed to make a video to say thank you guys for the subscribers and just let you guys know that and to please think about that. And if you go watch my first video, I touched on all this again. I think I touched on it a little bit better, but I know not everybody goes back in the videos and rewatches like the previous uploads. So I wanted to put this one out so you guys can see it and really understand what you're getting yourself into. Because it changed my life for the best. I was not doing that great whenever I was back home. And once I hit the road, it really changes you. Because, you make good money. There's not a lot you can spend it on. There's things with all the chrome I buy. But, I don't have a wife. I don't have kids. I have no obligations. I don't have a house I pay for. I live out of the truck. That is my life. I live on the road. And, I'm just saving my money up, eventually get me some property in my own house. So that is what I wanted to tell you guys. So thank you again for all the subscribers. If you have any questions, drop it down in the comments. Add me on Instagram, Taco Supreme 313. I try to message everybody back that I possibly can. I get a lot of messages now, so if I skip you on accident or something, I'm sorry. It's nothing personal. I will try to get to it eventually, but as you guys see, the channel's growing fast. It's awesome. I love it. I didn't think it was going to do this. So I hope all you guys have a great day, great night, whatever time of the day that you're watching this. Let's get on to the videos.